Hi everybody, welcome back to Mountaineer Bushcraft Survival Systems. We're out here at the old Bushcraft camp location. I'm fighting with the weather here. Yeah, I swear it's rained so much around here the last couple weeks. I'm expecting to see Kevin Costner coming riding up on a boat sometime soon. But got a little window. We're not going to have much rain or if any, so I went ahead and get a nice little video shot in for everybody here today. So stick with me. I'll drop the camera down here and we'll take a look at it. Here she is, guys. All right, this is if I can pronounce it right, Ccanku C1393 camping hatchet. It's in DC 53 steel, micarta handles, and we have a FedEx sheath. Comes with tech lock. And if I'm not mistaken, this company is a sister company of Ccanku. So you kind of see that, kind of how that looks. That's kind of the same theme in that particular steel. As I said, it was DC 53 steel. Rockwell hardness is between 60 61. It's 10.24 inches overall length. The handle length 7.28 inches. The cutting edge of the blade is 3.35 inches. It's a pretty hefty 6mm thick, and its overall weight without the sheath is 18.3 ounces. So we're going to play around with this thing today, give it a nice little field test, and think everybody may enjoy this. I haven't actually used it for any kind of chopping or nothing yet. I will tell you this, it came hair popping sharp, so I'm kind of excited to get to testing this thing. So we'll get the camera reset and I'll meet you over at a small tree. Pretty good candidate here, pretty good size diameter, especially, you know, for the size of our cutting edge. So we'll just get to work on this and see how well it does. Alright, move on to the back side here real quick. I'm going to try to switch the angles here so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Pretty light. The only kind of shock impact I'm getting is down here near this part. If your pinky's riding on that, not too bad though. About ready to go. Not bad at all. All right, let's set you back up just a quick bit here. Let me reset the camera and we'll, there we go. This will be another nice test here. Get the limb this out. I did drop this right into the path, so I'm going to have to clean up this tree to get it out of the way now, which is fine. That'll give me more testing medium to work with. Might have to move you all around a good little bit, so I do not have a wide angle lens or anything, so goodness, the other, apparently I knocked you all over. Sorry about that. The upper branches of the tree off the trail here was making that job. All right, guys, let's get set up for some more tasks here. Okay, guys, what we got here is a very, very old rotten pine tree. And we're going to chop around in here, see if we can't find us any fat wood. So you notice that most of this is crumbles like dirt, but that piece, hard as a rock. That's probably because it is full of pine resin. This tree could probably sit here for another 30, 40, 50 years. That hunk of pine resin will still be there. I'm seeing a little bit in this piece, not a lot, but it is a good ways from the stump. However, oh yeah, there's definitely some in that though. We're going to liberate this little hunk right here. Oh yeah, I could definitely smell it. There we go. That dark amber color. Nice and sticky still yet too. All right, on to the next one, guys. Oh guys, so far so good. Now we're going to take a smaller round here and we're going to see if we can split it easy enough with this guy. So just drop the camera down here for you. Maybe just adjust that a hair better. That should be reasonable enough for this guy. Until you notice the curvature on that blade, you're holding it back here, and this is nice. That actually helps that meet more evenly right through here on that sweet spot right there, kind of centerish. All right. So see which give you all the best view. Ain't too hateful. Now I'm sitting down, so I'm obviously not got the advantage on the swing here, so. That actually went through easier than I thought. I'm kind of impressed, not gonna lie. She's wobbly. Grug seems to have quite a bit of luck doing battening and stuff with the wood like this. Oh, I mean, I have in the past. It's an old school technique like that. All right. Before I blow through all this wood. Now this thing, like I said, when it came, I mean, my gosh, I don't think it's really dulled any. No, it is still hair popping sharp. Kind of, you know, kind of got three handholds on this. You clear down here low, kind of a mid, and a real nice high choke up here for doing some more like whittling tasks. So that's what we'll kind of do here. We'll kind of use this like a knife in a manner of speaking. Oh, that's pretty nice. Heck yeah, that's actually working pretty good. This is ultra dried. Well, about 2 years old now. Quite hard. Though it is pine. I am attempting to do somewhat of a feather stick here. I just got to get her kind of figured out how to hold, because this thing is definitely sharp enough. Of course, this piece of pine is absolutely not the best candidate for this. It is so dry. the chunks are just wanting to kind of pop out of there. I got a spot where I dug in too deep, and that's probably going to make me mess that feather stick up. See if I can't save this. Hold on, guys. I apologize. I did not have you on camera, or me on camera for you to see, so I do apologize for that. Now this is an ugly kind of feather stick here. I'm not too particularly fond of that. Not bad. All right, let's grab us something else here. I might try to find a better piece to do a feather with a stick too, so stick with me. Alrighty, we're back. I think I got us a little bit better piece here to try to get this thing going. It's definitely a little different than using a knife. Gotta be a little extra careful not to cut the feathers completely off the stick. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit of rain. Kind of hoping it holds off for a little while yet. Well, it can definitely be done. A little bit more practice, I can make this a lot nicer. But at the very least, it can be done. Yep. All right. Get this guy up in here. There's a little bit of a task I'm wanting to do with this one. I'll have to delimb him real quick. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take that about right there. Well, you know, the piece I wanted flew clear over there. Okay. No problem. We got her. Real quick. I wanted just to do a real fast kind of a tent stake deal here. Ooh, almost deeper than I wanted. Oop, where am I at here? Got our axe cut in there. I don't ever want to carve out as a tent. Ooh, tent stake here. I'm being a little extra cautious here so I don't mess around and injure myself. It's just isn't as simple as I'm used to while working this kind of thing with a knife. So I'm gonna drop that. I can't. A little bit of a glare there, guys. So I'm gonna drop you a little bit more. Make sure y'all can see what I'm up to here. So we'll choke up on this for a little bit more control. Pretty small diameter stuff here. We don't need to swing for the fences by any means. Not too bad. Drop you up just a little bit so I'll make sure I can see what you're seeing. Not too bad. Now, you can hit the obviously hammer stuff at the back of this, but it's pretty thin. So in lieu of that, one may want to make a maul or just, chop a, larger diameter stick and just simply use that to hammer stuff like this in. But I am going to head and just hammer this into the ground here real quick with the hatchet. Now you can use the flat, obviously, which is the easier thing to do. I'm also going to use the back end, which you have a far greater chance of busting your wood with that, the way that's made. Ouch, that thing hit my finger. Yeah. And I did that left-handed. Okay, guys, we're just out here at the old campsite there, and I don't have a whole bunch of processed oak. The only real easy to access oak is what I'm actually sitting on, what I'm using for a table. So oh, that sticks in there. And what the heck, we'll just finish this thing off here. Delimb it a little bit. And by the way, if you're using this on some really, really thin material, you watch for pass-throughs on this thing, because some of this stuff, if you put too much pressure, man, it is just whipping right through. Make sure you're holding something like that and you're cutting limbs. Keep the hand you're holding, if at all possible, try not to make no exceptions above what you're cutting, because you're coming down. Because I'm telling you right now, this thing will cut you to the bone in a blink of an eye. Which is kind of what I'm wanting to do here. We're just going to bang around on this some more here, and we're going to see how well she shaves after the fact. So far, I'm actually really impressed with it. I've got some experience now with that very particular steel, so I've got some faith that at the beginning. There I go, I'm using the camera again. Oh yeah, while I am doing this, I've seemed to be mentioning him quite a bit on my videos, but for good reason. This is another tool that I didn't find. This was found by well, anyway, my first time seeing it was Grug's Legion Tactical. So he definitely was the inspiration for me getting a hold of this. So Old rough, knotty, that sort of thing. That's hard to cut. Does a door down the center and hard as a freaking rock too. Nice. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and de-hair the poor arm again. Alright, wind, I need that hair to grab to show people. Oop, hadn't focused and I lost it. Well, thanks to the wind, I got a pretty large bald spot there. Alright, let's get the camera reset here and I'll give you my final thoughts about it. Well, so far, I gotta say, I'm really liking it. It almost, in some respects, puts me in mind of the Gerber, that little Gerber camp axe that I'd previewed and or reviewed, did a field test on not too awful long ago. It's a little bit bigger, heavier. I gotta say, I definitely prefer it over that hatchet by quite a bit. It's got a little more functionality with it. I like how I could use this to maybe crush some walnuts or crush up bark, loosen up some fibrous plant material if I'm making some kind of natural cordage. Comes with a wrench that I don't need it. Now this would definitely rate vastly higher if that wasn't there. And I do like this enough. This may end up getting welded. Piece of similar steel put in there and welded into place, and then yeah, of course that's a project for another video for much further on down the road. However, I think it's a really nice hatchet. I like the grips on it. Very effective chopper. You have to have some realistic expectations on your splitting. I mean, you know, it ain't splitting mall. It's not, you know, but it's nice and lightweight. I think it'll ride good on my belt with, say, a saw and a belt knife. For most of the stuff, as you're doing, as your general camping, bushcraft stuff like that, if you're wanting just to pack light, pretty good option. And the steel, it's kind of the DC53 is quite a bit like D2, except its toughness factor is higher, which is great because a lot of the issues with traditional D2 is breakages and chips and stuff. So I'm actually quite excited about using this steel in these applications. And obviously this is a new tool for me, so I'm going to probably carry this on the regular, because most of the other hatchets I've got, some of them I have decades of experience with, many years of experience. This one's new, so it's going to have to start riding with me. I'll do tasks with it, and as time goes on, you know, you might definitely maybe see it featured in other videos, because I'll be using it, shelter building and stuff like that. And as we are getting on, my primary reason for showing a lot of the kit I'm using and gear and stuff, this ain't really geared out to be a gear review channel, so pretty soon in the near future we're going to actually start slowly working into more skill based, probably a lot more of me going out and setting up shelters and stuff of that nature, doing more bushcrafty kind of things. There's some series I've got running that obviously I'll do my best to keep running, especially the budget gear series, because you know, that's just kind of how I got to keep myself going with what I like to do, the finding budget stuff, and like to share that information for everybody else out there too. So with that being said, I still got, right now, there's obviously more budget gear review videos to do, and I've got some already done, and obviously the outhouse review. But as it stands here, probably within the next couple of months, you'll probably be seeing far less reviews from the channel, unless you just happen to come across something that's like, hey, gotta really share this with the audience. With all that being said, I said all that to finally get near the end of the video here, and really appreciate everybody who watches, and those who take time to comment. Fantastic. I really enjoy having some conversations with those of you who wish to have the conversations. And like, we're just cutting this just in time. The weather looks like it's either going to clear up or it's going to get worse. I'll see y'all in another video, everybody. So thank you all for watching.